Hey everybody, it's Marissa. So today you might have noticed something a little bit different about my face. I have no eyebrows on, which is totally freaking me out because I look so weird. But I've gotten some requests about how I do my eyebrows, so that is what I am coming here today to show all of you. So I've done some natural kind of everyday makeup. I'm gonna go through step by step and show you how I do my eyebrows. The products that I'm gonna be using today are the Tarte Amazonian Clay Waterproof Brow Mousse in taupe and the brush that came with the product, the MAC Pro Longwear Paint Pot in soft ochre, and a Morphe M421 brush. It's like a little flat synthetic brush, and finishing off with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna do is grab the spoolie end of my brush and just kind of start brushing my brows in the right direction that I want them to be going, because you don't want your eyebrow hairs to be facing all kinds of different directions when you start filling them in. And then you're gonna go in with your brow product. Again, I'm using the Tarte Amazonian Clay Waterproof Brow Mousse in taupe. And I'm just gonna take a little bit of that on my brush and start at the top end of my brow and just start creating that arch line. Now this doesn't have to be super perfect starting out, but you wanna make sure that this line is really clean, because it is at the top of your brow. I know a lot of people start with the bottom edge of their brow, but to me, starting with the top edge kind of helps me form the arch a little better and gives me a clearer direction of where I want my brow to go. So then you're gonna take more product on your brush and start at the bottom, and you don't wanna create a super high, like triangle looking arch. You wanna try to take it as straight across as you can and then connect the tail with the line that you created at the beginning of your brow. And then you're just gonna start filling in the rest of your eyebrow. When you get to the front of your brow, you want to take a lighter hand, because you do want the inside of your brow to be not as opaque or not as thick as the outside is. So you're going to take a lighter hand, and I always turn my brush so that the flat end is pushing up, just to fill in the front end of my brow. Upwards and downwards motions to fill that in, and you do want a clear line at the bottom also, just to add a little pigment in the front, but not so much that the outer edge is harsh. You don't want a harsh line on the outside. Okay, so now I'm gonna take my Morphe M421 brush and the MAC Pro Longwear Paint Pot in soft ochre and start drawing a line underneath my brow. It's good to define that bottom line and give you a really clear shape to your brow. It also adds a really nice highlight that you wouldn't get if you didn't do this. This is also a nice step to take if you feel like you really messed up your brows, because, you know, brows are sisters, but they're not twins. So you're not always gonna get the same exact eyebrow on both eyes. So using a concealer or a paint pot like this one from MAC really helps to kind of clean up any little mistakes that you made. And then I just take my finger to kind of blend that down into my lid. You could also use a beauty blender for this, but my fingers are on hand, so. And last but not least, what you're gonna do is take any clear brow gel and set all of your hair in place, because you just did all this work on your brow and you don't want the hairs on your actual eyebrow to make your eyebrow shape look any different. And sometimes if there are any stray hairs at the top, I just take some little nail scissors and just go right across the top and clip those little babies down. just so our brows have a nice smooth line to them. That's especially important in the inner corner because your eyebrow hair usually tends to grow upwards rather than like out for the rest of your brows, so that's something you really want to focus on. Alrighty, so that is how I do my eyebrows, and I always feel like even if I'm feeling a little lazier one day or I just feel like I want to do a more natural eye look, I always do my eyebrows and some face and some mascara because I feel like those things really pull you together and make you feel good. So if any of you would like a kind of more everyday makeup look, leave a comment or message me on Snapchat or Instagram. All of those things will be linked down below, and that's it. That's the brows. That's how we do the brows. Alright everybody, well thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, leave a like and a comment and subscribe to me if you want to. You don't have to, I'm not forcing you, but if you'd like to, go ahead and click that button. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!